más more indigenous. And
I kept my name. Still.
But yeah, so for me, part of being Filipino here is being brown-skinned. Yeah, and walking around a place that is very white in more months than just December, January, and February, and March, and a little bit of November. Do you want to talk about?
So the song we're gonna do is called "Unsettled Soul," and one of the things that inspired me to write that hook to it was the fact that I grew up in I've experienced both sides of the Filipino community growing up. The first was the upper class and white people, and then I moved to La Puente, which was lower and middle class Filipinos and Latinos, and La Puente, California. And so growing up, all these things I never really connected with the. You know, I was raised by my mother, who was from the Philippines, but I never really got the full connection to it. So I've always felt like I don't know where home is, or I don't know what home is. So
That's not. This is it. Yeah. And since we're about to do a song, you know, like you can move a little bit. You don't have to be so stoic. You know, I like the head bob. Yeah. Trying to make the ceramic tile or whatever. Yeah. So when there's gray clouds, I just want to pay out. 4 pack of swishers and a ticket for the Greyhound. Going straight down I-90 till I'm seen. Back in my block, blasting some pop till after it's dark. Lately I'm hating to walk home since I swapped zones to Madison, Wisconsin, where it's colder than Boulder, Colorado, and no one understands a ghetto kid that's mulatto. Following the trends that my friends brought to me, learn firsthand, not hip-hop movies. I'm so devastated by college, I've learned to meditate and needed relief from lack of sleep and being educated. Every ledge I've hated to fall from, but there's no broken bones I crawl from. The inside of my skin's a tightly wrapped small sun. I need Seattle rain, I'm all done.
unsettled soul, destination unknown. Every time I go home, I find it harder to leave from these streets that have grown. Now out here on my own, I know this place ain't home. I find it harder to leave.
And it's late night Sundays, Madison's a ghost town. So quiet you can hear the Timberwolves howl. My cure for look around and see you know brown is I'm writing till I'm lying in the cold ground, saying oh wow as I pass by the nitty gritties. $1 a glass night, under 21ers asking is it past 9, saying I got so
messed up last night.
I wanna do it again, get some booze and some hand and juice and some gin, a few of your friends. Party's the only thing that are true and intense, so be in a state of mind that you can defend. I swear, we got 40,000 alcoholics every day, getting smashed like falcons falling. My album's calling when I'm hitting a bleed, spitting a free. Listen to me, I'm missing the sea. Damn.
Unsettled soul, destination unknown. I find it harder to leave. Unsettled soul, destination unknown. Every time I go home, I find it harder to leave. From these streets that have grown, now out here on my own, I know this place ain't home, but I find it harder.
Now everybody say, when I go home, then it's harder to leave. Every time I go home, it's harder to leave. Every time I go home, it's harder to leave. Every time I go home, it's harder to leave. Now every time I go home, it's hard to believe. Every time I go home, it's hard to believe. Every time I go home, it's harder to believe. Every time I go home, it's hard to believe. Yeah.